totally turn on you and you can't use any abilities like in the old version?
My guy
That
is
can
about
happen.
protection.
What?
My guy's about protection, though.
No.
So you can be an
You
evil.
still should have an alignment, right?
You can be.
Well, the gods will understand your intention.
They did change it to like alignment isn't
Actually, let's see what
like
helmet does.
completely necessary. Like
Right.
there can be a paladin of just about any alignment
Yeah.
in 5e.
But you gotta pick the right god, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You'd have to switch deities.
Yeah, you can still
Or-
lose their
Or
grace.
if she does something does something to piss off Oberon.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, that's it, we're done. You know, and then all of her pack magic would just
Yeah,
not
he's
work.
lawful
Yeah.
neutral.
Although that's a
So-
little different from
Oh, he is?
warlocks. There's a level of servitude there that's different than paladins.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, that
he's
Ned like
lawful
totally
neutral.
signed away her soul just to talk to bees.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah. You know, important things.
Yeah. Yeah, priorities, it's great. Okay, welcome back, everybody.
So then that.
Hey, good to see everybody once again. This is good. Good. Yes. So, announcements. The first thing I want to tell everybody, and I want to thank everyone who is enjoying our stream game. Hello, everybody. As we are now an affiliate, right? Is that the correct term?
yeah, we got affiliated.
Whoa.
Really?
We're affiliated.
Oddlot now can get
You're
tasty bits and
15 points away from having emotes.
something like that.
Nice.
15 points.
Yes,
We have 15
subscriber points.
subscribers.
There's different tiers of
something.
subscribers, so certain
Okay.
ones have more points
It
than
just
others.
officially rolled in today, so we're still figuring it out. We don't really know
Yeah.
how it works.
As affiliate.
We can get emotes. Other
Eventually.
cool stuff.
Good.
Eventually.
We can get bits though, and that means that they can make monetary little sparkles in the chat.
Oh,
And then,
cool.
and then we can use that for pizza. Or
Yeah.
Pizza would be
Yeah.
nice.
We can officially monetize our stream,
Oh boy.
which is an interesting idea.
Mm-hmm.
Or not. You know, who cares?
Well, then I guess
Or
thank you to
sell
all
our
of you.
bathwater.
Sell bathwater.
Sell
The
bathwater.
Oddlot D&D bathwater set.
Oh, Deander.
Oh, yeah.
Anolo's bathwater.
would collect all the scents.
Pungent.
It had a little metallic scent to it because I'm imagining you'd stay in your armor.
You know that's
We would
Yes.
just douse a bag of pennies and just.
Get that silver tinge. Be
No,
nice.
he wouldn't lie. He's honorable.
It's Sonoto's water.
Yeah. Okay.
where it came from.
I totally read that's prestidigitation
Great.
worksheet.
So I think that's the major announcement. I think hope we're gonna get some tech upgrades pretty soon. That's pretty awesome. You guys all have food and drink ready to go?
Let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
All right, cool. Cue the theme song.
Dun, 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 dun.
And anyway, so last time,
18.
That's what it was originally.
you guys finished your traversing of the underbelly caverns under Cliffnell and the Kingdom of Riga. You encountered some spiders that seemed to come out in hordes, but you just, instead of fighting all the hordes of spiders, just took a beeline and just ran right through. You did then meet the underground lair of Wayne, this mysterious, as it turns out, white leather-clad warlock of the unicorn Windstar. And you had several conversations with her, showed her Severin, which she did try to kill. Twice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
More than
we'll get
once.
to that. No.
She really wants to.
Yeah. And through some conversation, torment seemed to emerge out of the back of Tyrael's mind, and to a point where she was already encased in a wall of force. And there was a moment where Wayne suggested that she might be able to engage in combat with Tyrael to pull out said inner force or inner being, but was supplanted by Anolo. And through a interesting, fortuitous, perhaps insightful thing,
Yes.
pull out the broken sword hilt.
Well, out of circumstance, really, because I failed on my second swing so bad that it launched in.
That's
but
true.
then that burning
That is
sense
true,
in
I
my waistband,
That's true.
that happened to me before.
What?
Notice
said
I didn't
that
say.
before.
I didn't say.
That's just gonorrhea.
It could have been a rash, but the burn reminded me that I had that hilt. God damn.
Okay.
Never takes his armor off.
And so after there was a heated combat, a heated exchange between Anolo and Tyrael, where there was fireballs and lightning bolts, and A couple crisscross slashes that allowed Torment to emerge from this blood pattern, cut pattern. And then the sword hilt pulled the rest of Torment out and sort of extracted him, and is now encased in the blade, which exploded into a shock of yellow and black energy, which then, after looking at it really cool, you guys stuck it in the ground and it caused I guess a minor earthquake in Wayne's room. And after that, there was another moment with against Severin's life. And she said, we ended with Wayne saying that he has until dawn to live, or at least prove himself useful. And that's where we're going to pick up. You see, she's holding the blade right up to his chin. Looking right at him.
Okay, let me reframe it. She's about to kill this dude. Mind, right? We got the mind link. Is this what you want?
I don't know.
Hey.
I mean, I don't want him to be a threat anymore, and he's certainly been a wicked person. But I've known him since I was a child.
I need to go interject. I can't just... Okay, so... We're not quite sure if we want this guy dead. I don't want to see the blood in front of me, because the guy's helpless.
I mean,
So
it's one thing if we slew him in combat, but another one to execute him as judge, jury, and executioner. I mean, if he went before a magistrate and the king and whatever, and that was what it was, then that's what it was. But this...
it's raw. It doesn't feel good.
Also, he wants to die. So that's not right. Like, he's our enemy. It would be better for him if he died. He was trying to chew his tongue off. He was trying to,
I don't know that he wants to die. He just doesn't want to spill the beans in the army in Esmeralda.
Right.
Well, he doesn't die then. And I think that's the immediate thing. She's got her blade to his... So we're going to go over there. I'm going to go over there and just interject.
Ned's gonna come with you.
Okay.
I'm going to walk up behind you, too, because I'm like...
Insight to see if I should handle this aggressively or passive.
Ooh.
Okay.
Interesting approach.
10, insight, 14.
14. You're looking at the situation, and you get the feeling that Wayne is holding herself back, waiting for you guys to make the call, or at least allow you another chance to prove his use.
So I'm going to walk up to Wayne, and I'm going to put my hand kind of on the blade of the sword and just lower the blade down.
She won't lower it. If you want to make a strength check, you can.
Yeah, I do.
Why
I
should
do.
you do it?
You know what? She's still being reserved. And then as I'm lowering it with the strength check of an 18. Well, so if it's not a saving throw, so I'm sorry, 14 on the strength check. We're not ready to pass judgment yet. I think we do have more questions, and perhaps we can use him as bait. But right now, I don't think we should pass the strength. Right now, I don't think you should be making any hasty decisions based off of your emotion.
The blade doesn't move.
She's quite a strong woman.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
I want to help you with that. That's why I'm
Okay.
here.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna pitch in and say like, Anolo can zone of truth him, and then we can find out all of the things he's been lying about.
And you helped me big time, so I got a
So-
23.
Okay.
I went from a 3 to a 22.
She looked at you as, what are you waiting for? Let's start the ritual.
Let's do it. Okay, so then, truth. Anybody start talking?
Can we roll to lie?
Yes, it's all a saving throw.
We all do it, right?
Yeah.
And does that
We
mean
all
since
have
it's a
to.
saving throw, we get
What
plus
kind is
4?
it?
Yes,
Charisma?
it is a charisma of.
Ooh, nat 1.
Oh my
Thank
God.
goodness I'm a lucky halfling.
I have to tell the truth.
You've used it.
You have to tell the
I
truth?
rolled a 1.
Oh!
Ooh,
Oh!
yeah, you do.
Well, I mean, you could mug it, but this is very early to be mugging.
Yeah,
Using your inspiration mug.
You could look it.
Actually, I kind of like that as
And you can
from a storytelling point of view. I kind of like it.
What type of save is it?
Cheers.
Is it will?
What? So it's a 16 charisma.
Christmas?
And let me
Feel the charisma save.
I believe it's.
What's
let me
next?
hold up. It is charisma 16.
Oh, Ned's very honest feeling.
Super
Very-
honest.
Yeah. I mean, aren't you always, though?
Awesome. So it's
With
a
my minus.
Wait.
true zone of truth.
Looks like I am as well,
Sorry.
friend. I got a 1.
25.
You got a.
Snow can lie.
He can.
But he doesn't.
Right?
Excellent.
Love it.
Okay, so it looks like
Is that a lie?
And Wayne chose to fail.
You don't lie.
Okay, so she's gonna be telling the truth then.
Yeah.
That's good.
And I do know if the person failed it or not.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So you know she failed.
Not her.
Now, Wayne, I want.
What's the
I
Severin?
gotta roll for him.
That's right. Well,
Shouldn't say anything.
Roll for the one person.
The one person we're trying to
But I
roll
wouldn't
is
know.
on
I
the
just
truth.
assumed it was gonna work. I mean,
Dang it, we hadn't asked.
Oh, damn.
I'm pretty sure he is going to fail.
I mean,
What, 16?
Mhm.
Okay, he fails, yeah.
okay. What's up?
Okay.
She came.
So there's this little white thread of a shimmer around this this circle area, this zone, and there's a hush, and everyone feels more placid, feels more calm, a little bit, and then there's like this almost like a fine sparkle in the air, shimmer in the air.
No, that's taken care of, and I believe we're all into speaking good tales, truths rather. I find myself funny at times. I'm not lying. I'm gonna go ahead and let my friend, my very good friend, and he's very handsome, speak at this very moment. Andrew, if you would take over. And I might scare you from time to time, but I'm just saying. No, it's coming.
That's scary.
Severin, I honestly don't know what I should feel about you. I certainly have a grudge against you, and I'm pretty sure you've done some terrible things. But now is the time you should argue for your life. You should make yourself redeemed. So I don't think you really want to die, do you?
It's been a long time since we've talked about this or had an honest conversation. You don't know me anymore.
That's fair to say. You don't know me anymore. I'm certainly not the weak little one.
And I didn't seek you out either.
You didn't answer the question, though, if you wanted to die. And I don't think I'm going to let that go. Not under current circumstances, friend. Not friend. I don't like you. Right?
It's just a phrase. You
He's
just
the
say
good
that.
cop and bad cop.
I definitely rolled a 1, so that's happening.
I'm the handsome cop.
Damn right you are.
Okay. He's like, and he really feels the tug of your spell, you know, kind of prompt him and goad him into this. He goes, "My time is done. My time is done."
Speaking that thing, did you understand him, Ned? It
That
sounds like that's-
wasn't. No, that was just normal weird words. I don't know.
Well, I guess it ain't done yet then. Anyway, continue if you will, buddy.
Well, Wayne, what would you like to know?
She looks at him. She goes, "What? Why did you double cross? Or how do I phrase this? What is it that you know?" And she points to all of you that I don't.
Have you ever seen dwarves smelting mithril to make weapons and armor? Because I know a little bit about that, but this...
Well, you don't know this, but I can lick my own eyebrows.
I have a ton of really powerful, stupid magic items in my backpack.
I have way more gold than anybody else.
Hey.
Well, I'm glad we're all being very honest.
Some of the magic items are dangerous.
Are they cursed too?
Are they
Yeah.
evil?
Yeah.
Maybe.
We are going to have to talk.
It's more like a hammer, right? It's only evil if the person with the hammer is evil.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
Some are super evil.
I don't think you know that.
What my
for
friend
sure.
needs to say is that we all got a lot that you probably don't know. Maybe specifically?
But you bring him here and telling me a story about how he has double-crossed me, and I'm inclined to believe you, so what's the proof?
The him,
Yup.
right?
That's what he said. Right, didn't you?
Should have brought my notes tonight.
And let's keep him. So wait. Let's go back a bit. So we're using this. We used him to find out what they're doing and how he's double crossing so and so. This person, Wayne. They're double crossing them in the entire battle. That's about to happen. I got a question. While you're doing that, maybe we can go and perhaps help you protect Windstar. Is Windstar?
Yeah.
Okay. Your unicorn. We can help. If you stop a bit, though, and we
Make
can
a
talk.
persuasion check with advantage.
I'll take a nat 20.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Good.
Dang.
She stops. You hear her huffing, or she's breathing very hard. And she vanishes the axe. You see the light from underneath her mask kind of dim again.
And if I'm just being honest, you're quite strong. Impressive.
Do you like her, Nolo?
I do. It's part of my character sheet, like, it is total respect.
Do you like her?
You're in the
You know
zone
what?
of truth.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, at first glance, normally. I mean, I got to get to know you and things, but yeah.
It's under the mask.
Or was that a question in the mind link? Because then I would phrase it as I would.
You're still in the zone of truth. Mind link, you can't lie in the mind link.
Right, and I wouldn't, but
But
I
you say it out loud.
Oh,
in front-
okay, yeah. Did you say it out loud or through mind link?
Oh, out loud.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thought so. Okay.
How's her face look after I said all of that beautiful stuff?
You can't. She's wearing a mask.
Dang. I always got to go for the hard to get ones.
Ask her.
Oh, right. I mean, is my manly physique a bit appealing to you? Maybe.
She's. I do not know how to feel
Oh well.
whatever it is that you think you're feeling.
Admiration. Anyway, I got into a weird tangent.
Yeah.
You're just quite
She
lovely,
literally
I see.
just tried to murder someone, and you're
Yeah.
like, "You want to go on a date?"
She's super tough, dude. Totally.
Go out for drinks or oats or whatever it is.
Rogue.
Oats. Feed bag for you.
So she spins around. She goes, "I think this is over. I think we have enough. Don't you?"
I might have a couple more questions. Is there a way that Esmeralda can find out what's happening to you right now?
No.
That's a good
And
question.
other than the power and money and all the wealth and whatever else, is there anything else Esmeralda would be seeking?
He looks uncertain on how to answer this.
What does she desire most?
Control.
I have one last question. Do you have any information that's worth keeping you alive?
Anola just. Yeah, that's a real question. She's evil.
I have one more after this.
He looks serious. No.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Does Esmeralda still care about him?
It's not good.
She hasn't spoken of you.
Oh, so you don't know.
I have no free way.
I'm not an answer. This is what it's like when doves cry.
Alvin, do you have any questions? Because you haven't. I know you're phoning in, so it's hard to jump in.
No questions right now.
Thurkir has been quiet as well. I'm just checking in on our party members.
Thurkir was curious where she skinned a unicorn and made it into an outfit. But after seeing how mad she got at killing unicorn, he thinks it's fake. So he's just gonna be quiet.
Feels the question is inappropriate.
Thurkir would like help hunting dragon, though. He's excited about hunting a red dragon.
How does that make you feel?
Bad.
Wayne, I have a question for you.
Not quite, buddy.
She spins around, looks down at you.
About the 9 blades. Because see, I know it wasn't really mentioned before, but Buick happens to be my mentor from my childhood, and I didn't know that he was part of the 9 blades. And blah blah. Long story short, what's are you guys a good organization? Are you like helping people?
Of course we're good.
But you're thieves, kinda.
Yeah. Seriously. We take from the evil to redistribute among the poor and the needy.
Take a little off the top, but
And we vanquish evil. Of course we're good.
Always?
Always.
Awesome. Can I join?
No.
Then there'd be 10 blades. What are you
The rebranding is difficult.
Well, she kind of
Maybe if you kill Buick
with
with Saber.
If you kill one of the blades, you can take its place.
it's not good.
How is that good? That sounds super evil.
I need strength.
Thurkir respects that.
Are you not happy with us?
Oh no, you guys are great.
Zone of truth.
The best.
Most of you are great.
Buick's pretty cool too. I mean, sorta cooler than my dad.
Oh boy, we just got deep.
That's his daddy issues.
No.
You go deep. Well, seeing that we're all talking about feelings, I mean, I'm feeling pretty cool that we fixed Tyrael.
Yeah.
Tyrael, how do you feel? Oh, that's right.
See, I told you.
Sleeping.
I feel the same.
He's napping. That was an exhausting process. He's like curled up in the corner, sucking his thumb.
And
He should be back
you
soon.
think that's probably 10 minutes now.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it was different.
That was a lot, yeah. If
Yeah.
he's writing down lists of people.
Yes. That's a lot. Okay, so the zone drops. You're back in the regular light of the darkened room with the torches. And Wayne turns around. She summons the axe again. And she hurled it straight at his head.
Yep.
I restrain him as much as I can.
Yeah, well, it's done. I did. I saved him enough.
You see it
He
spin
smelled
and
bad, right?
He did.
Yeah.
lodge right between his eyes. You see this crack. Blood spurts out, and he just slumps to the ground.
Yee.
She walks over. She puts her foot on his face and pulls the axe out and vanishes the axe.
Where does the blood go when she vanishes the axe?
All over. Oh, from the axe?
From the axe.
Just drip right up.
Right.
Rob.
It's the
Right on.
floor, I guess.
Self-cleaning.
Yeah.
So and so.
You okay, buddy?
No. But I can work.
So where to first?
Unicorn saving, right?
Yes.
We're on a time limit.
Can you get us there quick?
Not particularly.
Speedy
You got-
travel.
She doesn't have a boat. Or
We
ship.
could steal an airship.
Steal the airship. Yeah.
I like the idea of having an airship.
Yes, we will.
Yeah, I do too.
Can you speak to your patron like Ned speaks to hers?
And then like waves and like points at her little hand thing.
Our communication is a bit one-sided.
Oh, so you can't give him a heads up?
No. He issues orders and I execute them.
So you're in the mood for getting a ship?
I could use a heist to cheer me up.
Oh, who couldn't?
We also need to put in the cancel the plans order thing.
Oh yeah.
That should
Right.
totally happen before we go, because I'm guessing it's going to be more than a 2-day travel, and he said 2 days.
I need a long rest.
I think we all
I would change.
I gotta switch out.
And
I can prepare the disguise self.
Tyrael's going to need a rest out too, because you kind of beat him up a little bit.
Yeah, what time of day would it be?
Right now, it is probably close to midnight.
So
Try to up.
I mean,
We're safe, aren't
Yeah,
we?
we're cool. We're cool. We're cool.
I am used to casting that every night, pretty much.
I know. It's like I got my own little nook.
Probably be best to try and get that taken care of ASAP. And then head straight out to the island of Ix, was it?
Vix.
Vix.
Volcano.
Volcano of Vix.
At nighttime,
Supposed to be
I'd
definitely.
like to toss my sword quick.
VYX.
Makes it rough.
Still has a little bit of a burning sensation though.
I'd like to talk to my
Fire
sword.
tonight. Hey.
Let's talk to the sword.
What sword?
Soul Ripper.
Oh, you do, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I have a question about magic items, right?
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out, like, I have that loot, and I have the shield, right? Or is it just...
You haven't identified them.
Yeah, but is that how it works in your rules?
Yeah.
Okay. Because the book says after a long rest, you attune to it.
You can attune to it.
You know what it is.
You,
That can't possibly be, because the identify spell costs like 100 gold. Or something insane like that.
yeah.
Yeah, 100.
Which seems like a lot if all you have to do is sit down for 8 hours to...
Well, there's certain things you can't attune to.
I thought you could
Maybe it
so
means
some
he-
things-
never use it.
Right.
He just
Well,
doesn't
then what-
know what it does, and if it's cursed or whatever. He's used to
You
it
might not
without
be able to use
knowing
all
what
the
it was.
properties.
Yeah.
Because sometimes,
It'd be really funny if
certain
it
items
was
you
an
can
accidentally
use,
cursed item.
but if you don't attune to it, you don't get the full benefit of that item.
Like, you used the loot that one time.
Yeah, I've
And
used-
it
I've
did
used the
stuff,
loot.
yeah.
It did stuff, but it was like crazy. Like, you didn't know what it was going to do. And it did. I think you used it twice, and it did something different each time, didn't it, or something like that? I can't
First time
remember.
with protection from fire.
Yeah, that was right.
No one has one of those scrolls, do they?
Oh, identify? I can have it as a ritual,
But it costs like a lot.
but I need 100 gold.
Well, there's plenty above ground. There are plenty of people who have that spell available. If you wish to venture forth into the city,
Are we gonna be like fighting a dragon and Esmeralda on this island, you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe just Esmeralda.
Maybe one at a time.
I mean, unless they're flying together.
We need to see if we can get those magic wands and all that cool armor and stuff. The best we can. Let's get geared up really quick tomorrow morning. Send that little messagey thing. You can look like Severin, and you can send the message, and then we go.
Oh, yeah, right. So,
Gotta save this patron.
Wayne, if you put the message out to your people to go raid some of those caches of weapons, will they get it by, I don't know, a long rest?
potentially. My people are intermixed with it. She looks at this list of traitors. I'm sure they'd be able to handle them. Maybe in time.
Order 66.
Well, so, I mean, if you can send out a couple strike squads to go get those while we rest, and maybe you can put on a docket a couple of identification scrolls.
I'll pay him 100 gold.
Or we,
I need a pearl. I like a pearl. Do I have any? Do I have
We need pearls for it. That's the trouble.
So if you just get us a couple of those scrolls too, we'll be sure to. We're good for the money.
Well, there might be scrolls, but it's more commonly a service that's provided above ground.
Well, we can do that. First thing in the morning, it's the same deal.
Given the stranglehold taboo-ness of magic that's going on up there right now, would we really be able to get away with it, though?
Yes. Asking someone to identify an item is not banned. It is divination magic, which has still been being practiced above ground. Just those other ones will cause trouble, like illusion, transmutation, necromancy.
And can they detect illusion?
The guards have been specially trained, and they have very keen senses. But that is not to say they are not foolproof. And they've also gotten very good at subduing mages, but in some cases not detecting illusions. They are armed with tanglefoot bags and whips to pull away, wands or holy symbols or other focusi. And they're a force to be reckoned with when it comes to mages. Wasp or something.
The firefly.
Firefly? It's on you now. It's on your head.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay.
Here, okay.
No, don't
Just
do it.
identify it!
Yeah, cast identify.
Was it CR?
That's real low. So I could do disguise self before we go up. As 7. And maybe pass us like
How long can you hold on to the spell?
an hour.
How long does it take from here to get to the scrying pool? Wayne, do you know where the scrying pool is that they're talking about?
I feel like
Yeah.
we asked that before.
Yeah, but I forgot.
It is in the Crystal District in the Temple to Ilmater.
How long of a travel is it from here?
But we're in the Iron District right now. We're in our, so getting there and getting to the town might take 20 minutes, if not without no stops. Should you go there, please look for let's see. Rack Witness Hector.
Hector.
Rack Witness Hector?
Mm-hmm. He is one of our people who doesn't have the same opinions of magic or people or subjugation as his superiors do. You'll know him by he's missing his left thumb.
That's pretty rough.
Is there like an identifying code or something we need to give to him so that, or a note?
I will give you a note.
Sorry, this is note to the teacher.
Hall pass.
How many people can you disguise at once?
Just the one. It's a concentration spell, I believe.
So there's a number of us that are probably going to have to stay behind on this one.
Scratch that. I have it prepared already.
Yeah, but we still
But we
should
still
rest.
should rest. Yeah, but I do have it prepared.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I can disguise somebody. I have a disguise kit.
I'm just gonna wrap a headband around my ears or something like that, so I don't think I have that.
Ooh, and Goliaths are okay, right? Is that the lore?
Not as of late. It's mostly
You're getting
humans
too
up
big
there
for
in the
it,
districts. There's a few dwarves that have been, and a few halflings, but
We got a really big coat. I could stand on Alvin's shoulders. You could stand on my shoulders. Oh no, I could stand on your shoulders because your head is too beautiful and not human-like.
It's a nice way to
Right
put
on
it.
both parts.
I could
Yeah.
polymorph you, Nolo.
Alright.
That'll last for an
Polymorph
hour.
into like a small rodent or something?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to be a bird.
Okay.
Okay.
Will I be able to hold you though?
It's a cool perspective.
when you
Then
get
make a
polymorph,
strength check.
your ability scores change to that animal.
That's why I'm flying.
That's why
Like
Alvin's on the
you
bottom.
lose your intelligence and stuff.
Intelligence. Schmeligence.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but
Same.
I don't think you lose your intelligence.
Yeah, all of your ability scores come out of the beast.
but the moment I take enough damage to kill the beast, I turn into my normal self.
Yes.
Do tell me about this endeavor I'm about to embark on.
Yeah, your hit points go. No, that's if the creature's limited in actions it can perform by the nature of the new form. And it can't speak, cast spells, or take any other action that requires hands or speech unless its new form is capable of such actions.
A parrot, a monkey, a crow, a monkey. Oh, a monkey. Like a poo. I'll be a poo, if you will.
You want to be a tiny monkey?
Note that
What's a very small, strong creature?
your intelligence and stuff changes to
An ant.
whatever that thing is too, though.
Yes.
So when I was the T-Rex, I was all yar yar, eat, kill.
Yeah.
I've talked to so many creatures. This is going to be delightful. Yeah, anything you want at this point. Bird, monkey, we're cool. Bird, I would have a cool overview, but I just couldn't talk to you. Unless somebody can speak to animals.
I could cast that. Like,
Mindly.
Yeah.
Let's do a temporary crow replacement.
Okay.
I don't want to step into
Can I
crow's
call you
shoes,
Desk, though?
Yes. I would be honored.
A raven.
Yeah,
All right. Let's take a rest then, and then head out early in the morning, and hopefully some of those raids to those places will happen.
And maybe I can quick get my loot identified.
So Wayne says, "Well, while you're making yourself comfortable, she points to that there's several other doors in this room. There is a pantry. There's an armory. And she points over. That's my quarters. That's not for you. And over here is dry storage. And if you the last door, go out that way. There'll be a ladder. You'll take up to a house, and you then will be up above ground in the Iron District. So feel free to make yourselves at home."
Wayne, seeing that you're so nice and things, and this is just the last thing. I took a nasty hit from some really bad things before, and I know that you're super good, but I'm like permanently weakened by this. So can you do something for that?
It's a feeble mind spell, right?
No, it just put me down 20 hit points.
You sure it wasn't feeble mind?
What was it?
Well, it could have been. I mean, I trust you, friend. If you pick me at my defense, I'm gonna laugh. So, you're right.
So, where is this wound?
Here. It's this gangly looking one. You see it? I can't see it because my pauldron's up and above it, but look, it's nasty.
She looks at it, and she sees bite marks from the vampire mushroom.
Yes.
Yeah. And they're refusing to close, so they still leak some fluid.
Nasty.
Yeah.
Tears. Arnold, what the hell? How long has that been going
A
on?
little bit, buddy. I just don't think about it. Mind over matter.
That's what the smell was.
It's a bit rude. I thought it was elven the whole time. It smelled like mushrooms, but maybe it was this.
I resemble that remark.
I resemble that
She was. This is beyond my capabilities,
Oh man.
but Windstar could take care of that.
Oh, I guess it's a 2-for-1 deal. Thank you. I'm dead. Oh wait, the sword. At nighttime.
You wanted to talk to it, that's right.
So look, buddy, hey, does it talk to me?
Yeah, it does.
Hey.
You can take a seat, Tucker.
Yeah, come on in. Hey, Mr. Soul Ripper, are you in there?
Who's talking to me?
Oh, shit. Well, sound pretty epic. It would be me and Nolo. I'm kind of a cool guy.
And why have I never heard your names in the murals, Anolo? Goliath.
Well, I looked in a lot of mirrors, and I don't know why my name would be uttered by any of those. They never muttered anything to me. I know he said murals.
Don't worry. I'll do plenty more than mutter for a long time to come.
That's good, because I got a lot of questions. First question being, look, my friends are a bit uneasy about me holding you after you were in, well, maybe this is my first question. Are you tormenting this thing? Not are you tormenting this thing, but are you tormenting this thing?
I am another, and much more. He's here, though.
What the heck?
Well, okay, so that's actually a good follow-up to, or segue into my next question. My friends are a little bit scared that I'm holding you and how evil it was to, but we've got experience in this stuff, and it's not going to happen.
Okay, so as you're asking questions and you feel a coldness seeping through your hands, up your forearm.
Evil coldness, good coldness.
It's definitely evil. And you feel a sense of rage, of nihilism.
Of what?
Nihilism.
Ooh.
And you suddenly get this kind of way back in the recess of your brain, this craving to just destroy every living thing in existence.
And I'm fully aware of those feelings that are happening because
you're feeling this come from the blade, and you also get a sense of that there is like you're kind of sick, or you smell death and stench of decay. You kind of a little bit feel woozy.
What's your game? I mean, you're pretty bad, I can tell by the smelling of my arm. And the coldness that I'm feeling. And, everything else that was just described to me. What's your game?
Torment's deeds and accomplishments are but a drop in the endless well that is me.
Oh man, you were so good at this, by the way. So, right, I mean, you explained yourself quite well, but what's your game? Like, you want to be slaying things, is that correct?
Everything that Torment has done, multiply by orders of magnitude, and that's my Tuesday.
Sounds like a busy Tuesday, if you ask me. Well, I'm in the business of redemption and redeeming things, and that's probably what I'm going to be doing with you. So, while you think that you're all in doing in your Tuesday, well, I'm going to tell you what. Tuesday, you might just stick yourself in my sheath, and you're going to stay there on Tuesday, and then you won't have any of it. So my game, and I'm just going to be upfront with you, no sort of truth. We're looking for some kind of redemption maybe in you.
Fill the nearest ocean with holy water, and that won't be enough to finish that Tuesday. And I've been at this for a long, long time.
Well, I'm new, and I'm the new guy. And I've got a lot of muscle. I'm confident. Anyway, I've got to get me some rest. I've got some mushroom thing happening. It's not great for me, but we're going to get that fixed within, things. I don't need to tell you all, but it was good talking to you. Rest easy. I know if you got a Tuesday is a lot like tomorrow, you're going to have a whole lot of stuff to do. But for now, rest. And shake.
I need to make a Christmas gift.
Christmas gift. That's my best save. Good add plus. 14?
14?
Yes? I would like to cut that, if you would. The 2. Net 20. Cooked! What you think about that?
Okay.
So,
Yes.
all of the sensations you were feeling, like the wooziness, the dizziness, the evil, the cold, you squelch it with your sheer willpower. Even in the sensation to destroy life is just gone as you shrink your sword back into its scabbard.
First, I'd like to nominate Tucker for a dice.
Okay.
Oh,
Second,
yeah,
I would
that's
like
good.
to go to Andrew and tell him exactly what I felt and every kind of piece of that conversation we had so that somebody else is aware of what's happening.
Yeah, I told you not to keep the sword.
No, I know you did, but I'm gonna, and I'm just telling you what happened. So just be aware, journal it or something, buddy.
All right.
All my next of kin and all hospital reports. All of them.
Do I notice this happening?
Notice what happened.
Him talking to the sword.
Him talking to the sword and their conversation.
He wasn't hiding it.
Okay.
And I'll even tell you. This is what. So whoever's like awake at this time, I definitely want to tell Andrew.
Yeah.
You're always
Well, the
awake.
next time you do it, at least let me give you a little bardic.
Oh yeah, I think I'll need it. I mean, I definitely had to drink out of this thing to make sure whatever was creeping up this smell thing was gone.
What's up, Calvin?
I want to know if I can banish a sword.
A sentient sword.
It has to be a creature, I believe.
Yeah.
What else?
Good to know your motives.
Can you polymorph a sword?
No.
You can shove it in a bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
Keep her here.
I mean,
yeah, it has to be creature.
Mm-hmm.
Should we need to?
I just shrugged it off. I mean, it's nothing.
Yeah, if something bad happened,
I'm
out of wall of forces. Can't banish it.
Oh, we'll sleep tonight.
And but that's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
know.
that could have gone really
It's probably
bad.
really important that, I mean, we have one of them socked away in case good old Anolo goes it.
Enola might basically be magic proof, but I'm pretty sure I could choke him out.
Yeah. Oh, if she's
You just
big enough.
imagine like that scurrying up, just be like,
I think your arms around his neck.
If she said that, I'm going to go up to her and be like, you definitely couldn't. I let you. Poor thing, I mean, look at it. No one's got a thing. But secretly, like, I know she's battle worthy, so she probably could do something nasty.
You lose your cow.
you lose your calves, you'd be hobbling for like 6 months.
I'd like to consider buying armor for those.
That's fair.
You like bardic?
All right. So are we sleeping? Can I give myself my luck
let's
back
do
and
that.
stuff?
Thirkir would scrounge around. Is there anything fresh? Because I'd hate to waste that fresh skill.
Ooh.
I could stealth around. I wouldn't make
Are you
it.
gonna
Sleeping, dude.
I'm not gonna let you eat seven.
Snack.
I'm right
I'll
there.
stealth.
I'm right there in the room, wide
It's
awake.
7.
No, why? No, that's not.
Why
what
would you be in the room with the dead body?
Why would you be in the
That's
room
where
with
all the other rooms go off to, and I don't
Yeah,
have
we're
to go to
told-
bed.
I can't keep eating all this dried crap.
I mean, I might let you do it. I'm neutral.
Well, I guess we did.
There is a kitchen.
I am sleeping.
But is there anything fresh?
If you eat it, I'm fine.
like live fresh, like Thurkir fresh.
Make an investigation check.
Okay, we'll investigate first. That's not gonna
You're
work.
kind of sneaky.
-1,
Severan's
so
gotta be
8.
Hey,
like missing pieces.
you find there's a lot of dry goods. Hardtack, oats, wheat.
You gonna eat Severin?
Just parts that will, you can
Oh,
hide,
yes.
like feet. So just put the boots back on.
Hey, I say go for it. I say go for it, man. If you do that, if you got the stealth to do
I'm
it.
gonna try and sneak it.
Do it.
19 plus. Where's my still?
Oh, he's
8.
gonna be pretty. Yeah.
27.
I am busy doing stuff, but I like to see if I notice.
Okay, make
I'm
that
going to-
perception check.
Anyone else still awake?
I got a 2. But I'm pretty.
You are
I'm
defeated.
pretty,
No,
You're
it
not
is.
gonna get it to an 18.
No,
matter
no.
Rolled a
what.
nat 20.
Are you
still
still
awake?
awake?
Well, Snow would probably try and find like a place to like bathe and whatnot. Whether it's
So you're like trying to be all clean.
even if he does the old bubble bath bucket thing.
You just see him with like his bat slippers and his robe, and he's like,
But it's a human robe? It's like a human-sized robe, so it's dragging behind him. and he's like,
How does Snow feel about this situation? I'm dying to know now.
You spotted
How
it.
does a kobold handle this?
Okay, so
right?
as Thurkir, his dark lizard shape slinks around in the shadows that are flickering, he easily slips off a boot, revealing a juicy foot.
oh god.
And as like he's getting ready to chop down, that's when Snow appears, just like drops his stuff.
Shower basket.
Oh my god, what the hell are you doing?
What's happening?
Sweet Sune, I'm not watching this.
Gross.
Their Kier didn't think you'd want any. Their Kier can share, though.
Well, first of all, you're right.
Do kobolds eat people?
Not snow.
No.
Well,
It was
I would think
kobold
so.
culture.
other
might be a
ones
little
probably
different.
don't have many reservations, but
He's refined.
He's pretty.
You're human raised, right?
yeah.
At
Oh,
least use
yeah,
a
that
fork
wouldn't-
and knife, for God's sake.
Yeah, the guy was like, "You have claws," and I was like, "No." I'm just gonna scurry off, pretending I didn't see a thing for the moment.
I'm gonna sneak. I'm gonna back out of the room, kind of with snow.
Okay. So you guys leave.
They're here to eat the foot.
It's just
Man, how guilty do you feel now that like people are totally skeeved? Like, man, should I eat this? Is this like,
should we say something? What do we do?
I don't know. I've never seen anybody eat anybody before.
I never thought I'd have to handle a situation like this.
I don't even eat myself.
You're all disgusting.
give him a dice?
The two hard and snow conundrum.
what are you doing, Dad? Or Turkey?
I would probably try and hide it, like disguise that nothing happened. I don't think they'll talk.
So you're gonna have a snack?
Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna eat a foot. Yeah,
How much are you eating? What are you doing? I mean,
just enough to
How
survive.
tall is the boot?
Okay.
I think that's really what we need to know. How down the leg does the boot go?
He was naked. There is
He
no
was
boot.
naked.
yeah, he's naked.
Oh, you're gonna have to put boots on him.
I did not even think about that. I was gonna hide it.
You can still hide it. There's stuff in the room.
Yeah, but they'll find it when they move the body.
Well, then you better come up with a good
the
story.
body's
buddy.
just half under a rug.
He has a gaping hatchet wound in the middle. He split his head open. And he's bleeding on the floor.
Maybe I better just eat some toes or fingers.
Suck his brains out.
God, I heard
There you go.
It's just weird. to-
Brains out.
Ew.
Eat the monkey brains.
Well, I mean, you just make a yogurt out of it.
That's
really
got
quick.
so oh my god.
All right, what are you doing? Quick.
I'm gonna just eat the foot. Just
So you-
rats probably got it right.
You pick up Severin's leg. It's not cold to the touch yet.
Oh, perfect.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, so
good.
it's still slightly lukewarm, but you see the toe, like a lot of the color starting to change in the toes, and you start to see like blue veins start to come forth, and you chomp right in, and you hear like the celery breaking sound as you as you bite through all the little digits, and it's an old smelly human foot. But there is it's
Hasn't dried food.
It's probably got some I don't know what's cushion to it, and it's kind of like eating like a piece of cake, like a donut with a hard center.
Like a corn dog, but reversed.
It's like a corn
Like a corn dog, but you don't take the stick out.
There you go. Corn dog is better. A little corn dog.
Wow.
If you think about it, it's kind of, it's like it's cleaning itself up, the situation.
Should we not tell anybody about this?
I'm just saying, I don't know if it's necessarily that terrible.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna find out anyway, though.
I'll leave it up to you. I'd rather stay out of it.
We'll cross that unfortunate bridge when it comes.
I can only imagine this conversation happening to the audible snap. Of foot, of
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
I want to roll a perception check to see if I hear them talking in the hallway.
Oh.
Oh, there's a 7, not good.
We're
Plus
not-
5, so
Nah, I mean they're
12.
going to a different room.
Yeah.
You're just and the crunching and the munching and the cracks of the bones are a little too loud. So
I don't think I'd be smart enough to hide the body. Just be like, oh, they got rid of it, so I'm gonna leave it.
So yeah, that 20
I
would be
have a
the only way I
negative
would've
intelligence.
Okay, Ender.
Unrelated to that, I point to snow. It's going to be a surprise to me in the morning. Well, I did want to check out Severin's armor.
Okay.
I think you said it was magical before.
It is enchanted.
Magical leather.
Yeah, does it look like it had two?
Yes, about the same size.
27.
Oh, put it on.
Okay, it actually readjusts to you. And it feels snug and perfectly fit. And you get there's a sort of warmth to it that is almost creating a little yellow sheen around it.
Ooh. And that was before you went to sleep and before you ate the foot?
Yeah, well, probably while he was eating the foot, I was absorbed with this.
I'm just going to have to smell you later.
Oh, you already did. It wasn't evil.
The armor was it?
No.
Okay, cool.
All our stuff has been pre-smelled.
You know that's right.
That was studded leather, right?
Let me check.
Yep. Studded runed leather. It's got runes on it.
You know what? I just took it without asking you guys, so I'll settle up with you all in the morning.
Whatever. We do need to sort out. There was like some money he had as well. Probably divvy that up as well. Otherwise, Ned's just gonna keep holding on to it.
Yeah, about that gold you have.
And from Summer, we got 15 gold and 60 silver.
She's probably standing on like 30,000 gold.
Oh,
60 gold?
30,000. I haven't been playing that long. I could buy some like cool dragon armor for 30,000 gold. Jeez.
You can buy our own airship.
Studded leather.
Yeah. My armor question?
I don't know yet.
What kind of armor you got?
Studded leather.
Is that what you had before as well? Now it's magic.
Okay. Anything else? All right, cool. So as you guys settle in for the evening, you find a relatively comfortable place someplace in this little hideout. Some of you will sleep on the floor, or on a table, or in a chair, or did you do the mansion? No, you didn't. No, not mansion. No.
Oh, the tiny hut? No, no huts.
Nope. So, and you guys pass an evening in the headquarters of the Nine Blades. And that's where we take a break.
Yee!
Cool. Right.
Don't forget the break music, Calvin. Don't leave them in silence. It's so lonely out there. So lonely.
Alright, welcome back, everyone. So, thank you all to wonderful new subscribers. It's pretty awesome. I don't know what to say. That just makes us happy. That's great.
Thank you. For the support.
Thank you. Yeah. And I'm glad you're enjoying our game, because we're ridiculous and we have a lot of fun.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as you wake up after a long 8 hours of sleep, you are fully rested, you are recharged, and the day is yours to commence as you see fit to execute whatever plans you need. Wayne does come back out. She looks around, she goes, "We do not have long," but she hands one of you a note. So in case you need to give it to Rack Witness Hector, you can do that. She goes, "You may find him probably still carousing drunk in one of the rooftop grills above ground."
And what do we need him for? Again?
He has access to the room.
Okay. Cast the mind link. Just make sure.
Okay.
Yes. Have you heard any rumors about this airship, or where it might be?
After conferring with a few of my other sources, and she points to two other people in the room, it seems there is a warehouse in this district that has been receiving unusual shipments of iron and wood. And that is probably, if any place, that is the likely place where it would be.
Okay.
They do say it is heavily guarded.
Is it pretty easy to find? Can you just give us a general area?
Yeah, I mean it's one of the largest buildings in this district. It kind of sticks out.
Okay.
The other thing is we might need crew members
For why?
to fly it.
Do you know anyone who knows how to fly an airship?
I do not.
Buick, do you know how to fly an airship?
You see me walk around on the ground and ride the horses. I steal the horses. I do not fly things. I would like to try, but I will.
Well,
is there anyone in the organization that might?
She beckons a couple of people over. She whispers, "Yeah."
Be on the ready. If this goes well, it'd be useful to have some people who knew what they're doing. If we all die, just bury me with my stuff.
How honorable.
If I die, resurrect me.
Oh, that's a good idea. I like that.
I second his motion.
Wouldn't that make you undead, though?
No.
No? You don't get to be a zombie?
No, it's not that kind of...
That's not how that works.
I'll show you sometime.
Cool.
I mean, technically undead.
In fact,
undead.
I go over something. I can show you right... What the hell happened to his foot?
Oh, wait a minute. Look at that thing. It's pretty nasty, too.
A little firefly or something.
That's not a firefly. That's a bug. Anyway, what the heck happened to his foot? What? Ugh.
Do you have rats?
What does it look like? Does it look like it was chewed off?
Yeah.
Barbarically?
That's
It's
profile.
Yes. Well, actually, make a perception check.
I'd like to instead challenge you to an insight check. Only because I already assume it was him.
Okay.
If you want me to do perception, I definitely will.
The self-righteous are so.
Well, you assume it's him.
I assume, so I'm in. Does it look like a lizard dude who was in our party chomped his feet off?
It looks like it's been gnawed on. You know what I mean?
I made a 19 on perception.
Okay, it definitely looks like it's been cleanly cut with some sharp teeth.
What's the big deal?
You don't eat. Sorry, no offense. Buddy, I thought we talked about this. You did this.
Bad Drakir. Bad.
Yeah.
Drakir's not eating for days.
Oh, boy. So he was a scumbag. He was pretty dead. I mean, the axe in the head did it. Listen, I mean, I don't agree with it, but it is one of those things, it's like, it's dead.
At least he didn't eat on horses or something, right?
Yeah, but he should still have a proper burial, so like he doesn't come back as like an undead.
I think he's
I will
back.
take care of that. Do not worry.
All right. Hey, so we're going. Let's table this for a second. We're going to try to see your patron. You see him here?
My patron has not given me orders to come save him.
Well, he doesn't know he's in danger yet.
I know.
Let's go help him. You come with us.
Wouldn't you get like some pretty cool points? I know Oberon's usually pretty cool when I take some initiative. But wouldn't it be like nice if he's like, oh no, help me, and then you're like, I already am, and then you like swoop in.
It's quite theatrical.
It might be cool.
Windstar is not cool. He lives in a volcano.
Is he super villain?
Sounds metal. so just yeah.
Make a persuasion check.
Ned like 100% believes that that's the way to go.
Wait, is strongly bad?
I say you need to use that dice if you need to use the dice.
You really
'Cause I
want me
wanna
to
believe in
convince?
this, man.
All right, let's go for a second roll then. Someone wasn't super high. Ooh, that's a lot better. That's a 16 plus convincing levels, which I have double. I am an expert convincer. I shall have you know.
It's quite convincing if you ask me.
I'm convinced.
Wait, whoa, was it really that high?
Well, you convince yourself to eat a foot, mate. It's not the same thing at all for you.
27.
Not bad for an amateur.
27! Amateur! That's quite convincing on his level.
So, you see her mask look at you, she goes, given this new information and the severity or the danger that is inherent to my unwitting or unknowing patron, I will accompany you.
Wise decision.
Really is, though. Pretty good.
You're as wise as you're beautiful.
Wait, see.
Thank you.
Oh man, it's my territory.
Oh, yeah! Whoa! Hey, that's sort of his thing.
It's okay though. I mean, it's Xander. I mean, she's probably
I
really
forgot
cool.
to ask
man.
out of character. Has he successfully seduced anybody in 3 years?
So,
No.
just like barmaids.
Yes. Not any real like.
No, I'm terrible at.
Like any
She won't
like
go,
serious
you just wanna-
NPC is like.
Poorly.
Yeah.
Well, now there's a competition brewing. Thank
oh
God
no!
it's aimed to
Listen,
win competition.
I'm the perfect wingman.
I
That's
wouldn't
how
win
it
for you
works.
though. With that female.
You
voice.
definitely did, dude. I gotta pay the look. She this
I'm not interested in
unicorn. No,
No,
I'm just moving then.
I was just trying to.
Anywho,
Oh god.
we gotta go identify stuff.
Can we do that real quick and then hit up our
Then we do
Alright.
spell.
like maybe the most human of us could go and with the items in question to be identified with the gold.
We'll wait out in like the side of the building in an
Kit would just go buy some scrolls and bring them back.
We have multiple things we need to do, and we need to do them quickly in order to get. We need to cut off this attack on this unicorn. If we can get there first, we might even be able to avoid a fight and just get the unicorn out of there. So
Yeah, I think you're right.
What if we
we gotta be sneaky.
What if we just go to the pool, get that done,
That's very important. Yeah.
and then we can hang out at the pool, like those of us who are troublesome.
gangly?
I don't know how all of us are going to get to the pool. I mean, like, can we disguise?
They can detect your magic, right?
Some of it.
Man, I got 1 hit point as a raven. And then I'm falling from the sky.
That's okay. That's fine. If you lose your hit points as a raven, you're just a gnome.
Brent in the sky.
Well, don't fly.
So Buick can disguise somebody. I know that Buick's amazing at disguising people. I could, you know, if I added some wax to my mustaches, I bet I could make you look kind of like a giant chicken.
How does that help?
How's a chicken? Can you chicken? Do you
Bark, bark.
Yes. I think this will work.
Let's do it. We gotta do it. Do it.
Inspiration.
I feel like it should be somebody who can sneak.
About
What animal's got like good sneak? That's what I need.
I'm
Make it super tiny. Mouse in a pocket.
Like a ferret.
Okay.
I'll beat you.
Wait, how big are you, Snow? Like
I am 2'5".
He's
we could stick you in a backpack.
Oh.
Yeah, cast her in a backpack. It's a great trick.
Surprise! Fireball! Or in your case, ice storm.
Well, considering the other options, I think it's probably the best one.
Oh, now horns.
I feel like this is.
A
He
hat?
just needs a hat.
A weasel.
He's just a pale dude with a hat now.
And tuck his tail.
Here. Like, I'll take my. I have my big wizard hat, and then just like
A wizard hat. A wizard hat.
yeah.
You gotta put those
My
cloaks away.
skin is silver and my eyes are gold. This is also very complicated.
A little makeup will make most of that fine. We can do this.
Wait, I have sunglasses, so that takes that.
Oh yeah.
And then
yeah.
do you have
I have some
makeup
color.
to make
Yeah,
him
we
look a
can-
little bit more?
I don't think he has
You
human
look like
color
E.T.
makeup, but I
walking
got
down the
some.
street.
I got some colors we can do. Let's do that real quick. How many people can you disguise with a disguise kit? Without
That's
having
a good
to breathe
question.
fly.
I have a disguise kit too, though. So.
Oh yeah, okay. And Buick I know has one. He's got that mustache.
Weasel.
Okay.
How tall are you?
Yes, you are. 2'5".
Dude, look at this.
Halflings are alright.
Keen hearing.
Is
Yeah,
there a
halflings
way
and the gnomes I
that you
think
would
we're
be able
both
to
okay on the
breathe
list.
for an extended
Perception,
period of
silence,
I'm halfling, so
stealth
I'm
is
okay.
5.
in an airless space?
And Alvin, yeah,
I mean,
Alvin's
I'm
fine.
You have to breathe
Squish
every
rock,
15 minutes.
What do I care?
I mean, if we gave you a snorkel, but I don't know how you'd fit in a bag of holding.
Would I?
No, you
No,
can't do it.
there's
I
no
can
way
hold
you
my
could.
breath for 15 minutes as a lizard folk.
If
You can't fit the whole way.
Yeah,
if
no, that's a
if
little
snow
much.
wiggled, maybe he could, but he'd need a way to breathe.
No, it's not. That's dangerous because then you just die in space.
Yeah, I'd have to polymorph you to get you in the back, which
I'm gonna be in your back.
just like
Okay.
There's a weasel.
Well, are you gonna be able my backpack too, or?
Tuzard could probably carry you.
I mean, I'd probably fit either bag.
So,
Can
but
Alvin
I should-
change into an animal, or they don't
I don't
like
know.
Totally
that?
can.
Do they not
he
like
doesn't
that?
need to.
He doesn't need to, I don't think.
Oh, yeah, he's a gnome.
Yeah. Gnomes are,
I
gnomes
think
are cool.
I think we got have to treat you.
Oh, gnomes aren't cool, but halflings
are.
aren't?
They banned Garl Glittergold.
Oh, yeah.
Would you like a refresher on the ban, guys?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Who's banned and who's not?
Gnome could go in a backpack too.
But he can
How
wild
many
shape.
people are there doing that?
Wild he could be anything.
Yeah.
He could literally be
Turned
anything.
out
I can't hear him at all. Hold on.
Just an octopus.
Look, what if we just built
There you
this large wooden badger?
Best idea on that.
Actually,
What about hiding in a cart
A
or
wagon.
something? Yeah. Although the streets might be too narrow.
a cart.
So the ones that are applicable potentially are Lyra, Mask, Chamora, Welkeen, Garl Glittergold, Avandra, Sahanine, and Corellin.
Those are the ones
Those
that
are
are
the
okay.
gods that are
or
not okay.
Those
Those
are
are the
not.
ones that pertain to you guys.
Okay.
The other ones are evil gods have been banned.
Mhm. And race-wise, there are some that are also just like straight up not allowed.
Yeah, elves, gnomes are not not receiving very good treatment. Most of which have been pushed out into the shanty towns.
Mm.
Goliaths,
Goliath.
some still remain,
Mm-hmm.
but same thing with dwarves, and because they are more hardy, they are more craftsman oriented, and the halflings that can prove their worth in terms of work.
Mm.
So the banned peoples are elves, Goliaths, gnomes, and dwarves.
No, not Goliaths.
Elves and gnomes.
Elves and gnomes.
What
Elves
And,
and
well,
gnomes
and then
like a
like the other
labor.
monsters, the kobolds,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
You just get rid of the armor.
Yeah, man. Put it in a bag and the shield. And anybody got a big ass hammer I can hold, like a armor, like a labor.
We ask around for this place.
I'm gonna look like a not like a downtrodden street urchin, but I'm gonna look like a laborer
Where are you gonna put your armor?
in a magic bag.
too big.
Yeah, they have like a.
You're gonna have to leave it here.
What if
That's
what
not
if we
happening.
gave you an absurdly large pack?
You could just, we could cover it in like
Yeah.
burlap sack sort of stuff.
Yeah,
Make
and
it
I
look
could
like
be
you're
holding
carrying
it like
it.
a.
Holding it and some of the smaller people who
Yeah.
have trouble with it.
Ooh.
Because I mean, you can carry up to a large creature's
And then I
weight,
can
right?
polymorph Thurkir.
Yeah!
Done.
And then I can save all those mustaches! Oh,
And we
good.
could save it a lot.
We're gonna
Yeah,
save
that's
a
what
lot
we
on
do.
mustache
So I'll be a
bill.
laborer. We need to get a sack, like a big satchel for all the armor and all the little ones, and then we just go up. That would be perfect.
Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
So now you want to stuff me in a burlap sack with all of your armor and weapons and things?
Kind of disconnected.
Yep. What?
That sounds tremendously uncomfortable.
Okay. So what's the plan?
So I'm getting just.
Ned is gonna start painting material. So he's less blue and more human colored.
Okay.
Silver. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
silver is more like,
Pick a code.
compared to a human, you're very blue.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
Less of a non-human color, more of
And
a.
you'll wear a big hat, not a wizard hat, but a hat.
Well, we'll
in my
just take
sunglasses.
No. We'll just take the point of the hat and just stuff it in, and it'll look like a top hat from most
Just
angles.
invest in a cloak.
It'll be fine.
Okay. Yeah. Get back on. Alright.
I've taken everything off, stuff in a sack. That's what I do.
Okay. Your armor class has been decreased.
Absolutely. Well, not by much. Probably by a
We
lot.
only need to sneak so far as getting to the spot where we're gonna be stealing an airship. When we go in, we can all go in together, or with some other weird plan. But let's go.
Yeah.
So am I hiding in Andrew's backpack?
Sure.
And that way, Thurkir
It's nice as close.
is getting polymorphed.
Yeah.
and-
So
At least you know I don't smell.
yeah. Find more Thurkir. Alvin and Snow hiding in packs, or he's wild shapes, whichever. Tyrael painted more human color with a hat for his horns and my sunglasses.
Yeah, he did make a performance check.
Yeah, and
That's the worst.
And I'm covering my
you're gonna
ears.
have to like.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to do with my tail.
Nice.
Tuck it.
I mean,
What if he got a new belt?
Right?
it's a really thick belt, you know. Like at some point, like it's just really oblong here and then tapers down at the end. That's kind of.
No one said you had to be a fashionable human.
10 points.
19.
Okay, yeah, you know what? I'll rearrange my packs so it kind of hides the weakness.
If anyone asks, you're wearing an adult.
To people who aren't closely inspecting.
Really
I've got
stare
one
in his
hell of a
eyes.
fanny pack and
Yeah.
a sleeper.
You could just have your tail curl up.
Okay, we ready?
Yeah.
Up your back and underneath the belt.
We're good?
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Okay, good. So you guys, you make your way above ground, and the daylight nearly blinds you. You've been underground for days. True. It is a warm day. It's summertime ish, and you see that the rays of sun peek through different buildings, and this section is overwhelmingly smells of ore, of blacksmithing, fire, wood, and all around you, you hear the hammers hitting anvils, as well as people shouting, water hissing, and all kinds of other workman type of sounds and things like that. Suddenly, silver bells chime out, and as across the whole city, and you hear each district has a different kind of chime to it. So the iron ones obviously are made with iron bells. Then the copper district has a copper bells that go off. Then there's the wood district, the silver district, the stone district. All of them just start ringing all at once. Then there's a voice coming over what sounds like a large megaphone, or just it's a very large voice coming from the crystal district. Hear ye, hear ye! The next banned religion, any practitioners practicing the art of Sune, shall be imprisoned and dealt with accordingly. And it goes quiet, the bells start and the bells stop.
I wouldn't mind me. What a wretched hive of scum and villainy.
I pat you in the backpack. You're there.
I'm gonna lean over to Ned with Severin's face and just be like, "I'm a normal person, human," with a smile.
I'm like, oh, wait, tone it down. Swap. Yeah, no. Just relax. Face, relax.
I don't.
Well, I guess you don't have that, do you? Make your lips like this. Your eyes like this. Perfect.
Okay. So as you're walking around, you hear more iron clangs. You see over there?
Yeah. Iron clanging.
Yep.
It's normal.
You hear cell phones clang.
Let's see. You see a mixture of men and women working the anvils, hauling iron, moving carts of ore, and you notice that there are several distinct blacksmithing shops that are attracting the attention of guards, of everyday people, people who look like they're just shopping for things. There's three that stand out. One is called the Hammer Down Blacksmith. The one is Phoenix Fired, and the other is Blazing Trails.
Ooh. There's 3 to choose from?
There are 3.
Do we need blacksmiths?
Or there was also, I'm sorry, I forgot. Stuff like that. Across the buildings, there are horizontal walkways, and this is a hilly city, so it's kind of stepped. It's kind of staggered. So as you go up, there are walkways all across you. You see people walking across, and up on top, you get a sense that there are people eating. There is sounds of talking, of laughter, people playing music up there. Then you remember something Wayne said, that these are the rooftop grills that people Hector might be at.
Oh, I thought they'd be in the Crystal District though.
Nope.
No.
They're here.
Oh, okay.
That's here where we're getting to this. Yeah.
See?
Okay.
DM notes rule.
Yeah.
So, you want to go up there?
We gotta find him.
So if we
For
see the
reasons.
blacksmiths on this level, on the other tiers, do we see like identifying people and you know what I mean, like healing people or like?
Well, I mean, it's a wedge shape.
Okay.
So if you're gonna go up, you have to go up, and you'll see a better view of the
See it
city.
all.
But if you're peering around, what's your passive perception?
14?
14.
No, that's a 10.
Okay.
Tanner.
What's
Well,
Alvin's?
yeah.
I think Alvin's passive perception is like 16 or 18. Because he's like a crazy observant
So it's
druid.
just your perception, right?
But
Plus
his
your,
connection is lost.
What is your
His
wisdom?
connection
Plus,
is
plus your
very
wisdom
low.
modifier.
That's what the connection
So it's your
loss
wisdom.
was.
There's a bunch of the internet is in and out.
Okay, so I'm sure one of you probably has
I got him back.
something high enough. As you see the hammers and the blacksmith crafting things, you notice that there's sparks that are not everyday like fire sparks. You see stuff that is kind of blue or green, and these like every time they're hitting with their hammers, there's like a little charge that sends out through whatever they're working on.
Is it working yet?
Yay, we got Alvin back!
Yeah, but
Imagine
he can't
Chuzan
hear
would
us.
Probably have
Oh.
special attention to that.
Okay.
Yeah. So. Oh, how do we?
We want to get through this quickly.
Let's go through
I'd
this
rather
step
not
first.
spend this whole thing. I want to steal an airship, guys. So,
We got an
If-
hour also.
Pick a place, get up to the grills.
Yep.
Let's do it.
if somebody absolutely wanted to find a magical item, why don't you list
Alright,
it off
there
and
we go.
ask, and we can see if they have it.
No,
No, we're just trying to get stuff we
identify.
have identified.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I don't know. He's like talking about like magic forging, so I thought.
Okay, I'm gonna
You talk. I'm a laborer.
yeah. So I want to see where I see one of the magical sparky places. I'm going to try that place.
Okay.
So hey, friend.
You walk over to the Phoenix Fired,
Yes.
and you see that there is a woman with black hair pulled back. She has goggles on, workman's leathers, kind of glove protector. It's just, friend.
Yeah. Hi. I'd like to spend a few coins on you here.
A few corns.
Coins? Did I say coins? Coins.
Well, I am not for sale. Ding, ding.
Well, you know, if you're that literal, I guess you don't want 100. All right, I'll try the next place, guys.
Make a persuasion check.
Natural 20.
Oh!
Okay.
He sold it.
So you hear what would be the next thing kind of stops. Just, 100, you say?
Yeah.
What do you need?
I just have some stuff I found out in the world. I'd like to know what it really does.
What stuff?
Well, this armor
Okay.
and this loot.
And this blade.
Which blade?
And the blade.
Oh god.
Okie dokie. So, she goes, well,
No.
3 items? I can't do this for 100 gold. Not 3 items.
Sure. Well, but what's your price?
For you, handsome, 250.
Ooh.
All right.
Over the mind, I'm like, that's a great deal.
That's a great.
Ned's gonna step in and be like, I know that you definitely have an amazing talent, but 250 is quite a steep price when you think about the fact that this kind of an opportunity doesn't come around very often. This kind of space. How about 225?
Make your persuasion check.
$17.
She looks at you and she goes, you're cute for a little person, but you're not my type.
Ned just blushes and like stands behind Tuzar.
250 it is.
Okay.
I'll pay the 2. You pay the 50.
I usually give you my money, I think, don't I?
Okay.
Do you?
I only got 300 gold.
I don't have that much. Okay.
So as she says, I need you to remove your armor.
That's you.
Okay.
I'm blowing the hair.
You're blowing his hair.
Thank you.
Where's Buick when you need him?
Yeah, right. She goes off to the back of her store, and she pulls out some other tools, and she starts hammering at them. She comes back with your armor. Go, this is magically enchanted armor, and the runes here for extra protection.
Oh.
It'll add and +1 to your AC.
Ooh,
+1 set of leather.
Yeah.
She comes back with a lute. She has like a little guitar tuner thing, and she pulls out a little a tuner, like a little piano tuner. Ding! And you see it resonate as the magic activates part of the lute. And she goes, this is a DOS lute.
Das Loot.
It allows you to. The DC for this instrument is 15. No, I lied. I'll show you later.
Okay.
But the spells you can cast are Animal Friendship, Protection from Fire, or Protection from Energy, Fire only, and Protection from Poison. Okay.
Thank you.
Like a dowsing.
Okay. And she pulls up this. She holds up the hilt with it's got kind of a broken blade to it. And the hilt of it is this inverted Y that's black iron, and she grips the handle, which is made of a spine. She goes, "You want this identified?"
Yeah, it's pretty. I like to know what kind of scary it is.
Okay.
My master.
So she sets it down, and she starts to hammer at it, and you see like it's like resisting her identification.
Oh man!
And she steps back a minute. She goes, "This is beyond me. You can have this back."
Well, thank you.
And she gives it back to you.
Okay.
And then in that case, oh no, go ahead.
The loot was animal friendship, protection from fire,
and protection
from poison. What were you gonna say, Ned?
Well, then we paid 50 gold extra for a thing we didn't need. So how about identifying something else? Does anyone else have I have a Shadowfell sword hilt. I could see if that needs magicking. I'm trying to remember what magical things I actually have.
While they're doing that, who would be able to do what you could?
You're gonna need some very powerful magic from maybe one of the.
I have no idea.
One of the arch stoics of the city, or you're gonna have to test it and find out.
Maybe a unicorn that we're gonna be saving, right, fellas? Well, thank you. I appreciate you talking. Did you figure out?
I think it's magic, if I recall. This is from that museum of weird stuff, but I can't really remember. Does anyone else have anything identified?
The weird gem shard thingy I have isn't magical. It just has something living in it. Or something.
Give me the sword hilt.
It's up to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Do you remember anything about what's it?
It was at that Emporium?
It was at the Emporium, and it was the Shadowfell sword hilt that was up in that room where the robes were.
Oh, there.
Mm-hmm. I believe it was magical, but it might also just been weird. So who knows? But maybe they'll know something more about the craftsmanship of it, even because Shadowfell stuff is still in play. So I figured.
Shoot.
You can tell me later.
Yes. Yeah, I have to look up.
It is magically this blank. Fill it in later.
Wow.
And she works on it. You definitely. No, there's definitely some magic element to it.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like, this is pretty useless with a blade.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Just got to get a torment, and then suck it in. It's kind of what I did with that one.
Maybe we could share. But if we I touch the hilt to the sword, I get half.
Do they combine? No, we don't do that.
No.
No, we don't do that.
That was just in the mind link, like.
That'd be cool.
Sword with the hilt on both hands.
So you guys leave and you're walking around. You notice the guard presence. Some guards look like regular patrolmen. They have shields. Most of them carry war picks, but some either have red bands on their left arm, and they seem to have more of a presence about them. Like they're more watchful, more careful.
I don't know, those were the ones that were trained to detect magic users.
Anytime we go near any of those, Ned's gonna be like super distracting and far away from Tuzard.
Okay.
Because you're the one that's doing the disguise self, right? Nobody else is doing magic stuff. Wait, let me see that again. Perfect. Well, a little too much teeth. There you go. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys make your way through the district. I assume you're gonna.
We're gonna go up to some of the rooftop things to find what's his face.
You start climbing these ladders, and as you climb up, you get to the top of one of the roofs, and there's a large grill that's affixed to like these chains that the cooks will adjust the chains to raise and lower the grill at different points to adjust the temperature. And there are just slabs of like bacon and other morning kind of sausages and other stuff. There's a flat section where people are cooking eggs. There's a long table in front of the grill where people are taking orders. And on this whole side of this roof, there's just tables. There's pergolas atop with, I guess, vines coming down, or there's other stuff just to provide a modicum of shade. And there's people eating breakfast here.
We didn't even ask what he looks like, did we?
He's missing a thumb on his left hand.
Oh, right. Let's look for missing thumb people.
Make an investigation.
Too soon, everybody.
Hey.
Not soon enough.
I couldn't do it last week.
I couldn't do it last week.
His thumb is there now.
Is it investigation?
Yeah.
20. Non-natural.
Dirty.
Investigation.
Bunch of people walking up the tables.
15.
Your thumbs.
How much?
50.
15.
24.
Oh, 5.
Dang it!
You gotta open your eyes for it.
You can open the eyes for it.
What's he saying?
Investigation 19.
19.
Okay. Wow, that's some good rolls, folks. Well,
I'm polymorphed.
you're polymorphed.
I'm in a backpack.
You're in a backpack. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Then
not
I'll be looking.
Investigation.
No peeking.
Oh wait, did I have to hide into a backpack?
Yeah, you
turn
can't
into a
roll.
dog or something? I forgot. No,
Yeah.
I'm cool here.
Yeah, you're just like peeking out of a little spot, which is why you only got a 19. That makes sense.
Okay. So as you're looking around the rooftop, on the other rooftop, sort of adjacent to this, you see a loud, large man, and he's waving his hands around like it's like, and you hear him clear as day. He goes, "This is not what I ordered. I want my ham cooked on one side." He says,
Oh, jeez.
and you see as you're waving around, you catch a glimpse of his left hand missing a thumb.
Does the food over there look better than the food over here?
Make a perception check.
It's usually my thing.
Well, we haven't had breakfast.
It's true. We've been eating bad food lately.
14.
14. It looks about the same.
About the same. Okay. Is there a line at the table here to get food?
No.
Is there anything already ready?
There are a few things. There is looks like a bowl of potatoes that people are helping themselves from. There are eggs made to order on some plates, and there's a pile of bacon.
And Ned's gonna walk up to the table, like her, like I'm sure it's like way higher than she is, and she's gonna go like, "I'd like a bowl of potatoes and as much bacon as you can fit in it."
Okay. So, okay, that'll be 2 silver.
Bink. Just put the 2 silver.
He hands you a plate, the size of your head.
Awesome.
Ned, you gotta share, or is it all for you?
Ned like breaks off a little piece of bacon and like offers it.
I'll order my own.
2 silver each. Yeah. I'll toss it
Silver's
out.
nothing.
It's like,
I'll pay 3 for mine.
In fact,
thank you, Senna, kind Goliath, sir.
Just need a little bit extra though. A little bit. Big.
A half silver worth. Have
It
keep the other
is.
half silver for yourself.
It's a new trend in Briga. It's called family style, so help yourself.
I'm gonna take the extra.
I like it, Scully.
Okay.
I put some in my backpack.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Thank you. The gentleman with the headband, thank you. Okay.
Ned offers some to Tuzard. He looks like a human. You want to taste it?
My eating bag is not doing good.
Oh yeah, the old eating bag. I know how
That's
it is.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, my eating bag was terrible last week.
I hate it when our eating bags are not.
Me too.
The cook is like this. You're kind of funny.
You bunch of eat bags.
That's what to do with the language. It's from someplace else. We were sitting the head a lot.
Clearly.
Played a lot with lead.
Oh my gosh. All right.
Okay, everyone at the table make perception checks.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice.
Oh dang. I'm rolling high. I like this one.
15.
I've never been good at perception.
30-20.
12.
8.
25?
Okay, so
24.
Andrew, Tyrael, and Ned, you notice that as the cook collects your money and he goes back, there's another cook he goes over to, and he starts to like point and gesture to Tuzard.
Let's go, guys.
Yep. Time to go.
I'm gonna take my plate with me. We're
Okay.
going.
So all these places are interconnected, so you just go up to the next level, and you guys are going upstairs.
I'm gonna leave 2 silver first before I go.
Okay.
More?
Yep.
Extra.
Keeping shut.
Nice.
Need the mind link. I would like to go.
Money like that.
Perhaps next time someone tries to talk to me about things, you guys could tell me what is the right thing to say.
Stomach is what that food bag is called.
Gut.
Tell me.
She gut.
Gut. Okay.
Or gut,
But
sir.
just give me direct line. Somebody, anybody, just because
We'll do the talking for you.
I'm very uncomfortable.
Sure.
We still need to get this guy who's complaining about his food, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
That's
So,
next.
do we grab him on the way out?
We
Because
should
it sounds
do
like
this.
we're leaving.
Well,
No,
we're
we're
leaving.
going
We saw him on a different restaurant.
Oh, okay.
We're heading towards that right now.
Gotcha.
Sorry. Yeah, that wasn't very clear, was it?
So as you guys are heading up, you see him still arguing with this cook. He's just like, "Sir, I cooked it. I cooked it." He's like, "Did not." You hear him argue.
What is, oh, did I do something?
No. I mean, do we want to make like a thing like we're escorting this guy out, or are we just grabbing him and running? How does
We're
this work?
handing him a note, right?
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
have a note. Who has the note?
You do.
Oh, I took it? Sweet. I don't remember. I don't know if that's Ned or Alex speaking, but I don't remember.
You should hand him a note.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll wait over here, maybe.
I'm gonna take the note, fold it a little, tuck it under a little piece of my bacon. And I'm gonna walk over to him and be like, try this bacon. And maybe you like bacon better. And I'm gonna clearly show him that there's a note behind it, but nobody else can see.
Okay. So he looks at it. He looks down at you. Looks at the bacon. Kind of does this little side
I'm
glance
gonna
thing.
wink.
Oh, so you're into bacons?
It's good stuff. I prefer it over ham, but taste it and see.
Yeah.
See,
I'm
judge
pretty
for
hammy.
yourself.
So he he picks up the note and he eats the bacon. He's chomp, 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 and then unfurls this kind of greasy note now.
It's only the blue part of it's greasy.
Yeah, and he reads it, rolls back up, eats the note.
It's good, right?
This guy's good.
It's so good.
You have time for breakfast?
Yeah.
Well, if we eat it now.
I don't know about you folks, but I have a raging headache. And I need some food and some coffee.
Raging headache?
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna go, well, I hope it gets better. And I'd like to give him a lay on hands, just like my,
An anti-headache lay on hands.
Okay.
moves that, so I'll take 5 mine.
Okay. So he's like, he feels this, your radiant energy from your hand, not knowing, not through your gauntlet normally.
Right.
And it feels warm, and he perks right up. We have a paladin I missed. This is wonderful.
I know what you're talking
We
about.
could use more of you around.
Bacon is great.
Perhaps there's a place we could talk more privately, like, a place where there's a
Scrying pool?
Well, I can get you there. It's he looks around. Can't guarantee I'd get all of you there, but we'll get there. Yeah. Okay, good. Let's go.
Let's do it.
He grabs a plate and he goes over the cook. He's like, I am not coming back here. As he loads up his plate. So,
oh my gosh, world's worst customer. Oh no.
Not coming there.
And so he goes off towards the next restaurant, and he starts climbing, plate in hand. He's kind of eating as he climbs. He's like, we gotta go to the Crystal District. Just stay close. And for a very large man, he moves pretty quickly. He's fairly nimble, and he's weaving his way through the crowds. Kind of going, excuse me, out of the way, bacon! I
converted him!
But then he comes to a stop, and there is a large portcullis that is closed, and there are 2 guards on each side, and they're both have war picks and shields, and there's a guard in the center who has bands not on one arm but on 2 arms. Right? And he looks up and he goes, "Oh, Hank, come on, out of the way. I've got business up in the Crystal District. Come on, let's go." He looks at you guys. Hank does. Where's mine? Sorry. I wouldn't normally do this, but it's close. Okay. I don't know. He looks over at Ned. Not you.
Ooh.
You need to come back for questioning.
Oh, cool!
Ned loves questions.
I've been training for this my whole life. I'm ready.
Okay.
Can I go with her?
No.
She's
Well,
my
you-
master. I'm a laborer.
No, not you.
Oh, sorry,
You
man.
stay there.
How big a range does the mind link have?
Infinite.
The
Pretty
plane.
much. As long as we don't
plane.
do like the Feywild or something. Yeah. Alright, so I just
Okay.
go aside for questions?
Yeah, he pulls you off to the side.
Me.
Ken's the coolest.
Okay.
Yeah, so he starts to. He goes, "What's your purpose here?"
To save the realm. And make some money.
Why are you in Cliffmount?
Because this is the next place I have to be, to go. Like, there's, you gotta do stuff, you gotta make money, you gotta save people and make, stop the criminals.
Make
I don't like
persuasion check.
criminals.
Or a deception check.
Okay.
Wait, no, hold on. You're not really lying.
No, I'm not.
Persuasion check.
Persuasion check. Okay. That just the way Ned talks is practically like she's lying all the time. She doesn't know what the heck she's talking about. 24.
Okay.
I've been trained for this my whole life, you guys. I'm ready.
So I can
He
spin a line
believes
of
you.
nonsense.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
I'm very convincing.
Okay. You guys, I guess I'm not often wrong, but perhaps I was wrong in this instance.
I have one of those faces, I understand.
You do. Okay, Hector. You can go. So the portcullis ratchets up, and he brings you into the Crystal District. And the Crystal District is the center of the eye of this kind of wedge-shaped district. And as soon as you enter into here, you feel like you're entering a crystal bubble.
Ooh.
Like this is protected. There, the air is still. The smells, the sounds of the Iron District are not here. Instead, you get almost this eerie silence that there is, like you're almost like in a library or a tomb. There are gardens, all of which are green and lush, and there are walkways that are paved, almost with very fine carved stone. And as Hector is guiding you through, he's just kind of making a mess. You know, potatoes are slopping off his plates. He's not caring. You know, and just eating bacon. And then finally, you get down. He has a little tin plate in his hand. He just hucks it off into one of the bushes. And you're like, okay. So he brings you around to a temple, and it's a multifaceted gem of a temple. You know, so it's very shiny and alive. You see reflections as you approach it, and across the banner you see 2 white hands crisscross bound with red cords.
A martyr.
Yep. So yeah, this is the temple to Ilmater now. Okay, we're gonna go inside. I need you guys to be absolutely quiet. Don't say a word to anybody. Don't do anything. Just walk. We're going to go up to the center mural. We are going to bow as a group. And then we are going to go upstairs to and I'll lead you to the crystal room. No, the reflecting pool room. And around his neck he pulled out a small silver crystal key.
Okay.
Only I can touch this. It's attuned to me. Do not try to steal this from me. He puts it back.
Ned?
Challenge.
Yeah, that was exactly it. Good thing to say no.
Okay. So as he opens the doors, and incense hits you in the face. And it's a very pungent incense. Kind of a mixture of cinnamon and saffron and all kinds of other interesting, very earthy smells. There is no, it's a large carved floor with pillars. At the back there is a mural of Ilmater, who is in his avatar form as a man who is hunched over. Look like all of his joints are broken and bruised or crushed, but somehow he is still walking, still functioning. He's got scars and he's bleeding out, and bandages are all over him, but he is still standing and he looks like he's still going forward. As Ilmater is the deity for endurance, you know. And he goes up there, he puts his hands together, and he waits for you guys, looks left and looks right. And you all bow together. Great. And as you notice this, behind you there is a balcony. And there are several chairs where there are people sitting. They are wearing fine white robes, and their arms are bound all the way up to the shoulders. And he looks, and he waves, gives a quick nod, and one of the guys in the center nods slightly, and then Hector takes you upstairs. You go up around the winding sort of emerald staircase to the room, and the door is crystalline, but it's clear, but you can't see through it. He goes over, looks the handle, pulls out its key, and magically, like the key sort of just stretches while it's still attached to it. And he unlocks it and he puts it all back.
A magic lanyard. I'm sorry, I'm just like
and inside, the door sort of slides into the wall, like a French door would. And there is just a singular pool carved into the ground with a silver surface. One of you may enter.
Just one.
This is.
We'll be in your head still. It's okay. See, I head to you. Mental.
Well, two of you will enter. As long as you're careful.
Who do you want to take with you?
The pool is very good at
You
revealing.
don't want to be seen.
Yeah, just you.
Maybe I should just go in.
If it's failing, you could pull me up like I was your prisoner, and I'll get her interest.
We need to call off the thing first and foremost.
Can you be seen? Can there a place that you cannot be seen in the pool in this?
Like, can we hide
Can I just crawl in, so the pool won't see me unless I want to?
You could hide outside of its periphery.
Okay.
But bear in mind, there is a chance that the true sight of the pool will kick in.
Let's just stay out of the room, and then you can just go in the room if you need to.
I got this, guys. As long as you tell me what to say.
I'll leave that to Ender. I don't know what to say.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not good with
words. Yeah. You tell me what to say, Ender, and I'll.
Well, first of all, the code word to cancel the mission is pan flute.
Okay.
So keep it short, keep it sweet. Say.
I want moment by moment. Look, I'm not a person.
Food bags. Wait.
All you're gonna say is general, pan flute, and enter as quickly as possible.
Okay.
I'll explain later, kind of thing, maybe. Or I'm not gonna make it because he's dead. Really.
Just general, pan flute. That's it.
Okay. All right, I go in.
Okay. No one else?
No.
Okay. Hector takes the key, locks the door behind him.
You got this.
Good thing I can't sweat. Okay.
Okay, so the room has a blue iridescence to it. Like all around the floor, where the floor meets the circular walls in the circular room, there's this sort of like little sparks of blue light that goes all the way around. You approach the pool, the silver surface starts to take on that blue color, and it starts to warp and reflect, and it's waiting for you.
I put on the expression on my face that is as close to like Severin's serious things aren't going well face as I can.
Okay.
Okay, we saw a lot of that one.
Yeah. That's his default face as far as I'm concerned.
So now the hues around the room take on two colors distinctly. Green around the left side and red around the other. And you see Esmeralda's image appear in the pool. She is strikingly beautiful.
First time I've seen her.
Yes.
Yeah.
She has dark hair, dark complexion, green eyes. She looks a little, how do I say this? She looks tough. But beneath that toughness, there's a beauty to her that even you can admire.
She's like a warrior princess.
Yes.
Over the mind like a general pan flute? General, what was it? General?
Pause. Pan flute.
Pan flute, got it. And I'm going to use minor illusion to get Severin's voice perfect.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay, good. So
you're using minor illusion
what do you say?
talk.
General, pan flute.
What's the DC on your disguise? What's your spell DC?
15?
15. Okay. Severin?
I'm relaying everything.
Serious?
I'm just relaying that across my fleet.
Yes.
Yes.
What happened?
I can't talk about it now.
I can't talk about it now.
Is your life in danger?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. We will call off. We will come back in 2 days for further instructions. No, not 2 days. Sorry. 1 week.
And the call.
Goodbye.
And the pool stops rippling, goes back to its silver face. The light go back down, and like the white light emerges back up.
Me too.
A collective sigh.
That's as close as I've been to her in a couple of years.
Okay. Hector unlocks the door and it slides open. Well,
Nick, we did it.
The attack's been called.
all right. Who wants ale?
We need to find some place to take cover.
Do we?
I've got an hour from when we left to look like this, and there's somebody in the backpack over there that's gonna turn real big real soon.
Just over like we just like 5 minutes. We need a 5-minute respite to recast the things.
Who I'm speaking. There's a person in here that we're speaking to, and they're from the House of Ilmater, or the under the religion of Ilmater. Well, Helm was part of the triad with Ilmater and this other one, Torm. And if I prove that, and because they used Helm as the protectors of the land, if I try to do so, can I roll like maybe a religion or something to see if I can get my accommodations as a paladin and as a believer of Helm within this place?
Oh, like as a
so
private
you can get
room.
a room.
Or is there anybody here right now?
Yes, there was a 4 guys in the balcony.
Okay.
So perhaps I want to roll like that religion piece, and then maybe if it's successful, I want to show my Helm shield.
Oh,
Because
Oh, that's cool. That's a neat idea.
Okay, you can try.
Yeah.
Some helm signs at him.
That was yes.
23. Got 19.
Well, you feel very confident in your knowledge of this, that you would be able to make a very good case for yourself.
Okay.
But it'd be a persuasion roll after this.
Sure.
Or
I'm gonna go with it. Listen, we're really a bit.
So you go back downstairs.
Yes. To talk to somebody.
Okay. So as you go back downstairs, you stand in front of the mural and you see the 4 gentlemen, very serious faces. They look at you quizzically. Yes, child, what brings you forth in our house of prayer?
I come to your house of prayer as a member of the triad between Helm, Ilmater, and Torm, as I am a paladin of Helm, and I then unsheathed my shield a bit. As I came in here with looking like this, I wasn't quite sure how it would be perceived, and now knowing that we are in safe company, I will extend my protection as much as I can while I'm here, but we would really need protection from you at this moment so that we can have perhaps a room to rest and reflect on what we learned.
Ooh.
Make a persuasion check.
With advantage.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So he stands up, and there is a gravitas to him. Like you feel like even the other guys next to him kind of shudder a little bit. And he comes to the balcony, he rests his hands on her. You have a room here. We are not one to turn away one of other holy orders, particularly one of the Triad. But know this, Paladin. Ilmater and Helm, as we see it these days, are separate entities. So while you are a good and noble Paladin, as I can tell, we will offer you only enough accommodation for this day.
Thank you, and that is all I request.
And I assume you have met Hector?
We have.
He kind of, the eyes roll a little bit. He is an adequate companion for this. He will show you where to go.
Thank you. And there was 4 of them?
Yes.
Thank you. And what would I address them as? Eminence?
Eminence works.
Thank you, Your Eminence.
My formal title is Archstoic.
Thank you, Archstoic.
And he sits back down.
And I'm just gonna kind of like look as humbled as you guys have never seen me look this serious, and like I back up and it's like, oh shit, I did that. All in the mind link, of course.
Those religious guys will believe anything.
Okay, so Hector brings you around. He goes, "I'm just gonna bring you to my quarters. Come on." And he brings you to his room, and it's a slovenly mess because he's just kind of a messy human being. But he clears off part of his bed, like there's like just piles of laundry. He's like, he just knocks it off and just like, here you go. Here's a bed. Here's a room. I mean, and there's a couple of chairs. I mean, there's whatever. You guys can figure it out.
As soon as the door closes, I just go like this and dispel the whole thing and just be like.
Was she as beautiful as? Was she still beautiful?
For a person, yeah.
For a person.
Just didn't say meat bag or something.
You can maybe feel a little claw poke you in the back. Oh!
yeah. Everyone should stretch their legs while they can.
It's like a clown car in there.
Like I get breakfast anyway.
Oh, thank you for that. I hate this city.
I'll dispel you as well, just so you can have some moment in your skin.
Listen, no people eating. None of it. None. No creature eating. You eat the dried stuff when we're in here. Period.
Alright, as you all kind of relax and unwind, take a moment for yourself before we move on to the next phase of this escapade. You think about what it's going to be like flying an airship. Wind soaring through your hair, seeing the ground below you just whiz by. And you, for a moment, you think that, this is going to be possible. And we're going to stop there tonight.
Nice.
With dreams.
Thank you all for watching. Remember,
folks.
get your friends to subscribe.
Yeah, let's all subscribe. We're affiliates now.
Pizza free, please.
We can dream. I dream of pizza.
Alright, folks.
I dream of emotes, actually. I'm entirely
That was
emo
good,
driven as far as like
Another-
that's what I love.
Almost combat averted session.